It's Thursday, January 20th, about 3:30, and I've just spent about probably 4 hours completely redoing my bottom 10-gallon tank, the one that has the little catfish and the 2 frogs. And I wanted to kind of clean it up, get all the algae off, change the gravel, and kind of change the scaping a bit, so I will see hopefully more of the frogs and the catfish. I had a little bridge thing in there, but they would always hide under that and I'd never see them, so I will provide some more hiding spaces for them, but we'll see how this works. Okay, here's what I did. I got some black gravel from Petco, which is a bit more coarse than the finer gravel, the beige brown gravel that I had, and I think it will highlight the catfish and the frogs better against a black gravel. Also, it's bigger chunks of gravel, which is safer for the frogs, so they don't ingest the tiny pieces of more sand-like gravel. And I've put minimal plants and a piece of driftwood that I had in this tank while I was raising the froglets. Of course, I have my sponge filter, and I have this one of these beta leaves that you suction cup, and maybe they'll use it kind of like a little hammock. It's a beta hammock, actually, just a little leaf-like thing that is suctioned to the side of the tank. And I took a few of the things from the frog tadpole tank. A stone with some java moss on it, a stone with some healthy anubias, sword plant or whatever that is, I can't remember. I've had that forever. And I kind of broke it off to a smaller piece, and it's a root plant. It roots. And let's see, a little dish, a heater. And so right now I've just finished filling it up and setting the heater on to heat the water up to about 74. And I'm going to test the water right now to see whether I have that instant cycle. What I did before I totally broke down this tank was take out all the catfish and the 2 frogs, and I had 1 otocinclus as well, and I just put them, after acclimating them for about half an hour, into the frog tank, which is a mess right now, but that's okay, and they're doing okay in there. And so I'm gonna test the water right now and see whether it's cycled already or whether I should wait, and I'll also be kind of watching the temperature. It looks like it's right above where it should be already. Okay, so we shall see. I always like when I break down a tank and start fresh. Everything looks so clean. I got rid of a lot of the algae that was on all the glass on all 4 sides, and I'll try to keep a better tabs on that, as well as algae on the plants. I should adjust the light, probably, the light cycle. Okay, brand new. Well, all done. I had an instant cycle, and I put all the frogs. I have 4 little baby ones, and 2 adult ones in here. And that's Hannah. She's been wondering what I've been doing. Come on, out of the way, Hannah. Thank you. Okay, and the catfish. I might be overstocking this, but we'll see how this goes, because the froglets are pretty tiny. Catching them was really tricky. They're pretty fast, especially the catfish, and I had one otocinclus, and so we'll see how they go. I'm gonna turn the light down to kind of night mode so they can kind of feel more comfortable. Let's see. I think it's this one. Yeah. So they can kind of get acclimated and more comfortable. Yeah, there's one of the little ones. Okay, we'll see how this works out, whether there's enough hiding spaces for them so I can actually see them. So, and right now my frog tadpole tank is just a holding tank for plants and kind of a mess right now. I'm going to clean it up. I'll either put it back in the basement, or maybe I'll use it as a plant tank or something. I don't know. But I really don't want to have to do water changes on this or maintenance as I do with live animals. So we'll see. But now all I have is this tank, and the one in my living room, the 20-gallon hex, to do water changes weekly. Okay. Hey, looks like he likes the little leaf hammock. I just noticed. I looked over at the tank, and I wonder if he'll use it to rest or just to kind of perch on and look around. Cool. Here's one of the froglets, not my 2 adult frogs, but one of the little froglets. His body's even smaller than that catfish, but they're you know, he's probably about half the size of the adult, because there he is, and here's the adult next to the otocinclus. But so far there hasn't been any aggression or anything, so that's good. Oh, there's another one. See, these are 2 of my little froglets. They're smaller than the catfish. It looks like they're going to get along okay. And there's one of the 2 adults right there, striking a pose.